song in the UK in 1988. If you were in the UK or listening to UK music in 1988, you would have known that that song was a #1 song everywhere. It was done by Yaz. Welcome to the Classic Lounge. My name is Bookie. It is 13 minutes past 12. I have Shawls in the studio. What up, Shawls?
Hi, Bookie. How you doing?
Not bad.
Temisa has been very naughty this afternoon.
Temisa is a naughty person, and that is always his default.
Yeah,
now,
he's somewhere around my neck area.
No, stop.
I have to, seriously.
Come on. All right, so we're here with you all the way to 4 o'clock today. It is a Wednesday. It's our cover samples and originals day. Of course, we'll be giving you the very best music in the world from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, noughties, and of course today, repping all the different genres of music. We'll give you music from hip-hop,
jazz,
R&B,
reggae,
neo-soul,
rock,
country music,
Niger music,
pop music,
jazz vocals.
Yeah, right. And of course, it's going to be the very best. We start off the show on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We start off the show with what's trending. We go over to Twitter. We take a look at the trending topics on Twitter. And of course, with the help of our analysts, we bring it to you in grand style. Introducing them from my left, we have Kayode Ogunlewe in the studio. What up, Kayode? How are you doing today?
Hello, Boogie. Hi, Shawls.
Hey, Kayode. How are you?
What's up?
And we have Temisa Okomi, our sports commentator, sports pundit, our general know-it-all. And hi, Temisa, what's up? How you doing? Yeah.
What's up? Man, the traffic on the road.
Yeah.
No, but it's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
I did an extra special movement for you guys today early.
We don't want to know.
I drove like a banshee. Trust me, I'm sure they'll be the last time.
And you know what a banshee is like.
I know what a banshee is.
You know what a banshee is like.
Yeah, I do know what the
We
banshee is
do.
like. We have a special guest on What's Trending today. He's just released a new album. We talked about it on Monday. We have the album to give out. It is his first time on What's Trending, so you're going to be hearing political views from him. It's going to be really interesting. A special guest, 15 years in the industry, 10 years as a solo artist, none other than Two-Face Idibia. What up, Two-Face?
Yep. Always nice to be here, man. Always.
How you doing?
Good. Everything nice, man.
Epic party on Saturday.
As in.
Epic party on Saturday.
We had a blast.
I talked about it on Monday, right? Shawls was here on Monday, and quite a number of people sent me messages saying, it's not fair, so why did you invite us for the party?
That's bad below.
It's bad below. Actually, you're bad below, yeah. But we did have a really good time. I don't know how it was
I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
How did you put that together? What was the whole idea behind it?
It was just for people to come and hear the songs first hand.
From the album?
First time, yeah, and have a feel of what they will be anticipating. But the album is out already, so
we have copies of the album. We're going to be giving away 3 copies today. Now, this album is actually in a jewel case, and it has everything, including the what's this thing that they put inside?
Sleeve.
No,
sleeve.
the album. Information.
The info and all this.
What's the real name of this thing? This jacket. The booklet.
Booklet.
The album. It comes complete with the album.
And you can still tell that Shawls and Bookie are still suffering from that. Monday was bad.
No, seriously, Bookie and I danced so much. I can't remember the last time we went out and danced so much.
I was dancing on my seat though.
Yeah, and at some point,
upper body. All right, so looking at the album right now, you see the good thing
got 17 tracks.
The good thing about having the album booklet is that you get to get all of the information of the song. For instance, track 2, which is Aproko.
Yes, so hashtag.
I can't wait to
hashtag Aproko.
Hashtag Aproko is produced by Lyric, and I like Lyric's work very much. He has produced most of Burna Boy's songs, and so of course you can imagine that it's going to be a really good song. I'm looking at Holiday. And Holiday is produced by Femi Double. Okay, that's Femi Ojetunde and Femi Olubumi.
Yeah.
They also produced Can't Hear You featuring Vector. Do you know that I'm a secret Vector groupie?
And now everybody knows. You can take away the secret now.
You've got a colleague here too.
As in, follow him everywhere. Follow him.
No, I don't follow him. But
Instagram.
I just love it. I'm not
good.
Yeah,
that's good.
I won't know about that part.
All right, there's a track called "The Best I Can Be" featuring Iceberg Slim, and Rocksteady.
Yeah.
That was produced by Jay Slicky.
Hey, Slicky.
I was hoping that he did some
Nice.
production work on your album. But most of the production work here, I can see another track done by Lyric, which is Confessions. And then the Double Femi team have the most number of produced tracks here.
Yeah,
Okay,
true.
so far.
But he's also got some interesting collabs on there. He's got one with Sir Victor Wifo and another one with Tony
Professor.
1 Week.
Tony 1
Tony
Week.
Yes.
One Week.
Honorable Tony 1 Week.
Where did you find Tony?
You gotta understand what to do.
I went to the House of Assembly in Anambra State to harass him.
Oh, Lord. Had to be Two-Face. Had to be.
It had to be.
All right, looking forward to this one also. The one Diaspora Woman featuring Fally Ipupa. We're looking forward to a collaboration between yourself and Fally Ipupa. So that
Okay, now you have it.
Yep. And then Jeje is going to be interesting because it contains elements of army arrangement by
so-
Fela Anika.
Oh, fantastic,
So let me
fantastic.
ask you this question.
You know that's the Friday night song right there.
That's it too. That's it
You
too.
know, Timson and I already.
Oh, no.
All right, so to be able to use elements of this song, right? Because Two-Face, we know you go about things the right way. You don't just take stuff. I mean, copyright issues, etc., etc. What did you have to do to be able to use elements of this song?
Speak to Fela's estate,
Okay.
Okay.
so that they give you permission to, permission to say, okay, guy, okay, bagam, no
Let's
shake
go.
it. You understand? So basically, it's what I use mainly is just the jeje.
Okay.
Jeje.
So we have three albums. We have three of these albums to give out today, and they have been autographed personally by
Yes,
Two-Face.
so-
And you'll have the opportunity to win the three albums today on the show on What's Trending. Now, we would be asking questions during the show, but you need to be following us on Twitter.
Yep.
I mean, What's Trending is all about Twitter, so of course you have to
If you're not on
Back
Twitter,
up.
yes.
We are at Classic FM 973. We're not going to be throwing in our own Twitter handles and say you should follow us individually.
Before they
But
say,
if you want to follow us individually, it's okay.
too.
It's okay too. I am at OKHQ.
I am at Shaw 66.
Two-Face, what's your Twitter handle?
Two-Face Idibia.
And you know what?
The
You
digits,
can,
Two-Face.
it's so easy to find Two-Face because he has been verified on Twitter. It has big boy sturbs, right? Temisa, what's your Twitter handle?
At Timi Okumi.
And Kayode?
At Friday_CD.
All right, so 20 minutes past 12. Hashtag What's Trending. Tweet at us and let us talk about the trending topics. These are our trending topics for today. We have rice. Guys, rice just started trending.
As in R-I-C-E rice.
Yes, rice.
Rice.
Rice as in food.
Iresi.
Wow.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right,
Okay, can you tell Shaw to say right?
Shola, what's our first trending topic? Go on, Shaw.
Come on, Shaw. You can
do
do
it. You can do it. What's our first trending topic?
Oh, you guys are just
do it. Come on.
Just do it.
Go on. Our first trending topic.
right.
Okay, Two-Face, Shaws can't say R. So, what we get most of the time is what?
See how mean they are to face. Seriously.
All
You
right.
should just take me with you right now. That's
I
mean.
suspect that.
All right, so we have Richard, right? We have Richard, who is our head of he's our head of social media.
Yeah.
I thought it was trending.
And Richard has two R's in his name. Shola finds it very difficult to say Richard, so she says WeChat. Okay, we put that out there. All right, Virgin and Proud is trending. I know Kayode has that one. Your favorite Christian musician. And then I saw this name. You see, Timmy-san, just to let you know that I know what's up. I saw this name. I'd never heard this name before. And I said to Kayode, who is Thomas Eisfeld? And why does Arsenal want him?
You didn't have to be asked.
Okay, so we'll be coming over there very soon. Who is WizKid is trending. We also have a couple of sponsored links as usual. But top of the links we have a hashtag World Q&A. We're going to add Ngozi, no, not Ngozi. Oby Ezekwesili and BBC Hard Talk in this particular topic.
Yeah,
Yes.
where is Vector is trending here as well.
Vector is trending on.
Where is Vector?
Where is Vector is
Yeah,
trending?
Yeah,
There's,
I have
I
it
think
too.
there's someone in the studio who could actually answer
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Where is Vector?
Yeah,
Yeah,
really?
Vector.
Yeah, I can tell you where I know where Vector was as at Saturday night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was at-
agree with you all.
But where is Vector right now?
How would you think?
Where is Vector?
It should be in his house somewhere in Lagos right
There
now.
you go.
He can say that. I don't know where his house is.
we could just
You
pick
better
up.
not.
I can find out. Two ways we can talk about it later on. You can
Why?
tell
What
me
would
where
you
his
use?
house is.
Yeah,
All
we
right,
chat.
all right. United just started trending. Ramadan started trending also. Real Madrid just started
The
trending.
ascension is not
So
trending yet.
the ascension is going to trend. People don't realize just yet.
They
don't know
in
just yet.
25 seconds.
It's
it
going
will
to
be.
start trending.
No
Don't worry.
shake.
Don't worry.
By the time
Don't
we're
worry.
done, it will be trending.
It will be trending. It's going to come off. Don't worry.
Mm.
And we like the fact that it's not trending because we know that for it to start trending, it means people are talking about it. You didn't pay somebody 3,000 naira to make
Oh my
we know the people that are paying. We know them. We can tell
Yeah,
them.
No
Okay.
shaking.
All right.
They
So
think we
Oh
don't
man,
know.
this is just some random talk. So this is real chin actually. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
okay. So a big
Yeah.
shout out to Godwin of Nigeria FM's wife. Right. She decided to start making chin about a month ago and has gotten everybody in the building addicted.
She has equipped us
Yeah.
with chin chin for life.
Royal chin. So big shout out to you, Godwin.
Man,
And
this is the actual chop one, chop two, man.
sorry,
We're all
Everybody
hooked
in the
onto
building.
it.
hooked.
everybody in the building is hooked.
Yeah,
Everybody.
Well, the classic lounge is hooked.
Better go and do test.
All right, so let us start with who is Wizkid, and why is Wizkid trending? So apparently they said Wizkid has been looking for Carol for a very long time. So who is he now? These are the tweets that have come in, and of course when we don't have a lot of
Bookie, can you just behave yourself?
when we don't have a lot of serious topics to discuss on what's trending, these are the things that come up, right? So this is a tweet here that says we don't know him here in IB City. Who is Wizkid? We don't know him here in IB City.
IB as in
Ibadan.
Ibadan.
Iberia. Oh, sorry.
Has to be Iberia. I mean, who doesn't know his kid? Come on.
All right, and this one says who is Wizkid? And the answer is the king of African musicians. Two-Face, what do you say about that?
Please.
As in about what?
The young
The fact
pretender.
that king of African music.
King of African music.
Oh.
Who is Wizkid? Is the king of African music.
Oh, that's
But
how
yeah.
someone described it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you have to say about
No
that?
comments.
Well, him be king now, no shaking. He's a young king.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
King full everywhere.
I like that. I
Yes,
like
sir.
that.
All right, so we can move on from who is Wizkid, boring.
That's just cool.
Let us go on to...
We're done where it's Vector, so.
Yeah, we know where Victor is. He's at home. Okay, Manchester United is trending. Timothy, why is Manchester United
Yeah,
trending?
just trending.
So you haven't been able to figure it out just yet?
I can tell you what.
Okay, Kyle, why is Manchester
They're
United?
not winning anything anytime soon.
Bookie, do you know what you opened up for that one?
I
was just about to tell
she
you.
fell for that one. But you know what? I think it's actually because Louis Van Gaal was basically complaining about the tough schedule of flying to the States for a preseason and coming back and prepping for the proper season. That's a bit too much. And they need to kind of cut it out. But they need to. They have obligations to their what we call their commercial activities.
Yeah, commercial partners.
Exactly.
They
So
have to think like
they've got
that,
to
yeah.
do the whole sellout and go ahead.
Okay.
We'll assume that's why it's trending.
Yeah.
Full team,
Yeah.
We can also give you some updates and let you know that Patrice Evra has bowed out gracefully. He's left Manchester
I
United.
don't know why they're saying bow down. He signed a 2-year extension of his contract. He jumped ship. There's a difference. The man ran.
But to be fair to...
He's been a loyal servant.
I think he's been one of the better United players over the years.
Oh yeah,
And he'll be missed.
but we've
He will
lost
be missed.
3 of them for this
Yeah,
season. I mean, we
3
don't
of
have.
your solid
Yes,
back.
we have. We've lost Evra. We've lost
Vidic.
Vidic. We've also
And
lost Rio
Nice.
Ferdinand.
Right.
I mean, my goodness.
New look back for next season.
Yes, completely new look.
That'll be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Fun
All
to
right.
watch.
Okay. So we can move on to why Thomas
Eifeld.
Eisfeld is trending.
Right.
So who is Thomas Eisfeld and how is he connected to Arsenal?
Right, Thomas Eifeld signed from Dortmund by Arsenal in 2012. He's a fantastic young player.
But
There had to be a
but
yeah, well, look, here's the thing. He signed for less than £500,000.
okay.
Yeah, in 2012. He's a fantastic player, but he came with an injury. injured his cruciate ligament, I think it was.
Yeah.
Back then, didn't play for a while. Played only 2 matches for Arsenal. And obviously, the kid is very talented. He's the kind of player Wenger would like to keep.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, the boy feels too many top talents ahead of him. He might not get as much football as he would like to get.
Okay.
So he's moved to Fulham, where
Okay.
Felix Magath is trying to rebuild. And he signed for 2 years with an option for another 1 year. So I'm happy for him. Like him. Never did see him enough.
Okay.
But I wish him well. Like him a lot.
So let's just call him the German Diaby.
Yeah.
You got a bad like
What
that.
happened to Diaby though?
He's alive. I saw him training.
Two-Face, what EPL football team do you support?
Man, you don't want to know, man.
Oh, please, now you have to tell us.
Now
You don't want to know.
Oh, come on.
West Ham.
Man, are you?
Or Watford.
Chelsea?
I don't think I can say it on the radio.
I know his manager
It's
supports
okay,
Chelsea.
It's all right. We're all right.
I know Bayo supports Chelsea. So I know that.
Oh,
one.
come on, Two-Face, you have to tell us.
I don't think I can say it on the radio. You have to censor it or something.
Is it Bobby FC? Bobby FC is real, guys. Don't laugh.
But they're not EPL.
Oh, you just say EPL?
Come on.
I don't have EPL. Premier League.
No.
Sorry.
No.
Okay. You know what? I'll just go with Chelsea. I'll go with
What do
Chelsea.
you mean you go with?
Because of Bayo, I can bet you. Yeah.
So who do you support?
No, you have to.
Don't
Not
do
Chelsea.
Bobby FC.
Chelsea.
No, it's not Chelsea. It's not
Bobby
Chelsea.
FC. What's wrong with you?
But Bobby FC don't play in the EPL, darling.
Oh, EPL. Sorry. Okay.
Well, on the sidelines on Saturday. Right?
All right, so moving on to Real Madrid. Why is Real Madrid trending?
Oh.
What is
The man's so good. Okay? So good. They couldn't even call him James. They call him James. James Rodriguez has signed upwards of 80 million euros. And Real Madrid have gotten just about, quite possibly, best young talent in world football today. Highest goal scorer in the World Cup. And the man can ball. Only spent 1 year at Monaco. They bought him for 45 million from Porto. Now he's gone to Real Madrid. Can't wait to see that Madrid forward line. It is absolutely incredible.
It's scary.
Scary. Really.
Where is
Really.
Where is he going to play?
Yeah, now here's the thing. He's gotten the number 10 shirt.
Okay.
Brazil's shirt
Yes,
before. So
yes.
obviously we're a first team player.
Okay.
Obviously.
Okay.
That's a great headache to have.
Oh no, he's going to start.
He's
You,
going-
you
he
don't
has to.
you don't spend 63 million quid
Yeah.
on somebody to be on the bench. So you have him, Bill, CR7, and the other fellow.
You know CR7
And the other
Bill,
fellow.
the flying-
And the other fellow.
You've got Toni Kroos, you've got Xabi Alonso,
Alonso.
you've got Luka Modric, you've got James Rodriguez. Real Madrid, my friends, will be scary to watch
And
next season.
here's a scary fact for you.
Yeah.
Real Madrid's front line costs what? I think it's about 265 million pounds.
Yeah, just about.
That's the whole of IT squad from inception. No, from inception
Really?
till date.
No.
Really?
235 million.
They've never look.
From inception till date. That's from
God,
BC.
you're just mean.
No, that's
No,
from
it's true.
BC
It's
to
a
AD to today. They must spend up to. I'm just telling you the truth.
And you know, here's the thing. You know, I kind of feel that Madrid made that buy.
Oh, yes.
The way you know when Barcelona does it, makes a move.
They have to make a move.
as well because Barca's bought Luis Suarez,
AKA Zicanibal.
and you know the man can ball, and you know people are going to be talking about preseason. All of the pundits are going to be looking at Barca, so they had to move for James Rodriguez.
Suarez.
Talk has moved back to Real Madrid. I just pity the other teams in Spain. It's just ridiculous.
Sorry, are there
Okay.
other teams in Spain?
So now somebody just said Suarez. It was actually Two-Face that said Suarez. So now I'm going to take a cue from that and talk about Oby Ezekwesili yesterday on Hard Talk. After watching her on Hard Talk yesterday, Kayode said to me he was waiting for a Suarez moment and he didn't get one.
No, I did not get one. She
So-
did not bite anybody. She did
We
not
talked-
shut
we-
anyone
we
down.
talked
Did not deliver any megabyte.
Exactly. Well
I
said,
like
Mama.
We talked about this on Monday, right?
Yes.
And of course, there was a lot of noise being made about her. It would have actually gone unnoticed that she was going for BBC Hard Talk.
Yeah,
We
it
wouldn't
would
have known
have.
anything about it if the SSS guys hadn't just delayed her a little bit and a lot of noise was being made about it. Well, she was on Hard Talk yesterday at 9:30.
Yeah.
On again at 4 a.m. Kari watched 4 a.m. I watched the second one at 9:30 this morning again. And I got to see what you were talking about.
The full
Kari.
interview, yeah.
What do you? I just want to get your opinions of it. Shola, you watched it also.
Yeah.
What did you feel about the entire interview? Now, what they were talking about with three things mainly. They're talking about hashtag Bring Back Our Girls, the campaign. 2, they were talking about Nigeria, its economy, and everything
Yeah,
about
yeah,
us.
uh-huh.
And 3, chastising the government, which is something that apparently Oby Ezekwesili has done a lot. And from what they had said to her, reading her tweets, etc., etc., with all of the questions that were asked, what did you think about the interview?
At some point, I was thinking she was caught between a rock and a hard place. But then again, I was thinking to myself, she could have delivered a bit more bite than what she did. That's what I thought of it.
Kayode, what did you think?
She seemed like a woman who was just fed up of going over, trying to explain herself over and over and over again. Because basically, what the interviewer was basically asking her is basically what she's been accused of on this end.
Yeah.
So, you know, when you keep on repeating yourself with the same line of answers without giving any new insight or new roads or anything, it's basically her just saying the different thing in different outfits.
Yeah.
And let's also not forget, she's not that kind of person, is she? She
No.
actually doesn't rock boats.
I don't know her personally.
Okay, yeah, well, knowing from a track
just
record,
says
from a track record, she doesn't rock boats. She just sticks with the facts.
says it as she sees it.
Yeah, she just says what it is.
And so what I saw that she was trying to do yesterday, she was trying to explain to the guy that, look, this is not a political issue. The Bring Back Our Girls campaign was solely about a group of women and men who were concerned about children being missing for such a long time and felt that the government should do whatever needed to be done
and do a bit more.
And the chastising and the criticizing or the criticism that seemed to be coming from them was just them being fed up, you know,
and based just on Bring Back Our Girls.
And you're the kind of person that wanted on Hard Talk for the 100 days of these girls missing. Would have been maybe a Femi Falana, or a Wole Soyinka, people who will give you
who would not be so cautious.
One, who will give you sound
bites, one, and two, who will really tell it as it is. Oby Ezekwesili, as fantastic as she is in this movement, she doesn't run books. She doesn't like it. She's very diplomatic. She thinks a lot before she says she gives an answer. And sometimes it just doesn't work.
What was your favorite question yesterday, Schultz?
The bit about her being interested in politics.
Okay. Now, when she was asked yesterday if she has a political ambition, she laughed. She scoffed it off. Name dropping, but I like the name dropping part. And she said,
that was just
I liked the comparison that she gave with Westminster.
Yes, that was
she said,
epic.
Look, we don't practice the same system as you guys, right? Our ministers are appointed. We don't seek for it as a political arrangement.
It was a good way to address the issue because she gave them a clear line of differentiation and positioning, which was superb.
Yeah, I think she did well on that point.
She just punched it in a little without going into too much debate.
Yeah.
And let it go.
What was your favorite moment?
When she looked at, she goes, Oby.
I think my favorite moment was when she was asked if Nigeria is a failed state, because you could see her calculating.
No, the answer was in her eyes.
Yeah, you could see her calculating, and she said, "No, Nigeria is not a failed state.
Hold on.
We have failed institutions, but we're not a failed state."
But hold on, though.
A bit similar to what Wole Soyinka said when he was asked that question.
Same question.
Nigeria a failed state? No, it's not a failed state. It won't fail. It's the institutions that have failed. It's the people that have failed.
It's the government that is.
Government that is failed. That's according to Wole Soyinka.
Yeah,
not
it's
me.
not me.
Well, DSS. Madam Oga, please, though, if they arrest me here, they leave me out of the streets.
Madam Oga she's just a PR person.
Sorry, as we're talking about Inagidi.
But you know what? What I want to say is that she couldn't have gone on TV, national TV like that, and slam dunked the government. So she had to be really cautious. I think she wanted. It could have gone a different way if she decided that, you know what, I don't care. I'm just going to go
She should have, Charles. In my opinion, she should have. And she's been deliberately.
100 reasons why she should have. 100 days.
Yeah,
each day going.
Yeah. Remember, I mean, it took our government, a while to even address the Bring Back Our Girls crusade.
No, but she did talk about that as well.
But Malala comes in, and immediately what happens? Our federal government, red carpet.
Can we not?
Come on, she should have done that.
We want to take your opinion on it, and we know you have to stand on the fence a little bit, right? But what do you
that says it all.
You've been quiet, and I know you've been listening to everything that we've been saying.
I didn't watch the interview, so I can't contribute to what she said or what I think she should have said. You know, but okay, finish your sorry.
I was going to ask you what you think about the entire movement of the hashtag Bring Back Our Girls. And all of the pressure that people like Oby Ezekwesili have been putting on the government. Do you think that it is the way the government sees it as being politically motivated, or is it motivated simply by the heart?
For me, you know, this whole thing is like massive comedy show for me right now. It's embarrassing, it's hilarious, it's serious, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
There's this excuse not to do something. You understand? That's what I feel in the air. You know, oh now these people, oh now this kind of talk, oh now this kind of thing. This thing is, if it's serious, let it be taken serious. If they didn't adopt it, I say adopt. If they didn't abduct anybody, then let it not be said that they abducted somebody.
Yeah.
But if it is true that they abducted some people, then you have to be responsible and step up and do what a responsible government is supposed to do. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, the plain politics with all this issue is dirty, is shameless, is embarrassing.
It is sad.
Everybody should be on deck on this one. This one is not any party issue. It's not any. It is well-meaning Nigerians issue. It is government issue. So everybody should.
It's a
movement. Everybody should be on deck on this one. Nobody should use it and every responsible government and agencies and people that are supposed to handle this type of issues, they should step up. No time for excuses, man. This is ridiculous.
Amen to that.
This one just be say, that means all of us now we are liable to anything.
Yes,
yeah, that's what it means. Yeah.
Obviously.
Back on Friday.
Sure.
What I want to say is that kudos to Oby for the effort that she's put into this Bring Back Our Girls campaign. She has been out there every day. Every day, 100 days.
Trying to put pressure on people.
Guess what?
That can be politics.
Guess what? Even if it is politics, right? She should be given an
She stepped up.
for education.
She stepped up.
Even if she's got ulterior motives, we don't care.
But guess
the woman
what?
has been steadfast in bringing back our girls. In bringing back our girls.
But guess what? There's so many. Let's not talk about the fact that she's female. There's so many female people in government and on the sidelines of government. Female people who are expected to step up to the plate and have not. So for doing that, kudos to her.
Yes.
And shame on you if you're in a position to do something right now and step up and talk about it and you haven't.
One thing I'd also like to point out was what she said yesterday, which still describes Nigeria as a people, because we're so inelastic and become indifferent to certain situations. We just brush it off and treat it as the norm.
Yeah.
And she wants us not to
exactly. We shouldn't. We should not accept stuff.
You know what I think?
How can you accept everyday bombing as a norm?
No, we're just a country of adapters.
Yeah, but then we start moving along. Just move along.
When we started having power issues, lights, we screamed ourselves hoarse. We just said, let's go down and buy a better person and just move on.
Yeah.
Because there's a point you have to stop screaming and start living.
Okay, so now my question to you is very simple. Apart from the big Bring Back Our Girls issues, we have issues of bomb blasts happening everywhere.
Security, major
security issues. And forget about, our security issues are so bad now that when there's some kind of situation somewhere, people thank God that it's armed robbers.
Yeah,
and not bomb blasts. Yeah, that's how bad.
It's true.
That's how bad.
Thank God it's the armed robbers are not PH.
Right.
It could be because it's PH.
Guys, we have issues of kidnapping.
Yeah.
But kidnapping is put in the background because of
bombing.
Have we now become desensitized to bombing?
I think yes, we have.
Because we don't even talk about it anymore. When people, 100 people just died.
There you go.
So
remember there was a bomb. There was a blast. There was a blast a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we heard that it was a tanker, and we praise God.
Yes.
Nobody remembers that. Look, people could have died there, or property was just a thank God though. It was just a petrol tanker.
So have we moved on?
We have no choice, but we had.
I need you to read from time to time. When I discover good articles, I would I'll put it out there. Ayo Shogoro has a new article out.
Very interesting one.
Came out over the weekend. I'll find the link and I will tweet the link. It is about a situation that happened to him in Yaba, a bomb scare, and the realization that you have been left solely by yourself in how to handle this situation. With all of the bomb blasts, etc., there has been no information sensitizing
people about what to do.
Man, when criminal elements infiltrate, institutions, this is what you get.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? There's very few, there's a whole lot of, good men and women out there, in politics, in government already that want to do stuff, you know. But in a democratic situation,
They're the minority.
if you have exactly, they're the minority. If you have, you know, it all comes down to voting. It all comes down to agreeing to do something, and it all comes down. You understand? So like you just said, minority. So we need many Nigerians to really well-meaning Nigerians, men of integrity, men and women of timber and caliber and integrity. You know, let them get involved. Let them get involved and really, you know, start. You know, and then the youths, man, it's man, the youths are the ones that I really feel for in this whole equation.
Yes.
You know, because they're even using them to destroy their own future.
True.
You understand?
I saw something on Instagram.
Using the youth to destroy their own future.
I saw something on Instagram the other day. It was the president's face and the caption underneath. He said, "How will we have a thriving agricultural sector in agricultural industry in Nigeria, where when the weather becomes like it is right now, raining and everything, the youth are busy shouting weather for two, as opposed to going out and farming."
You know, this epitomizes. This is just Nigeria. For what we laugh at our problem.
Because
remember when we had the scare that the American embassy sent this memo that Sheraton will be bombed, and everybody was afraid in Lagos. And I remember, I don't know if I told you guys or I tweeted about it. I was driving home, passed through Air Force Base, and I'm driving, and you know, I got to pee.
Oh, Temisa.
No, seriously, I had to pee.
You have to give peace a chance.
No, I had to give peace a chance, man. The phone call was bad. So I screeched by the bus stop. And I parked and I left the car on, the left door open, and I ran to the side. You know, people ran after me. I swear to you. Do you know the strange thing, guys? You know the strange thing? When they run with
Ask questions later.
when they run with me that started the road, I started running too. I wasn't sure.
Because you knew where you were.
I knew I was going to be. It was the toilet calling. But people started running. People that were selling things to that things. And I said, I mean, don't come. So me,
now smart people, they want to ask questions later.
And I moved.
No, funny thing. Last week I was with my cousins, so we're back in Oby. Some cousin was like, he runs in.
Both people now just started to ask questions first. What's going on?
He's like, he's breathing heavy. Like, guy, calm down. What's wrong with you? He's like, he just got off by the face of me up. I know we're side. Said that's how one man just parked. You know, these people that drive cars that just put people inside the car. As the man just parked the car, while all people were running inside and everything. He just jumped out to do a Temisa. So you know, right? Yeah, the driver. So he just went to do a Temisa. You know, somebody in the car was hearing.
I told you this story.
Some people and then what did you? What's so funny? Was you report me?
I said it here.
Oh my God.
No, seriously. Seriously, what had happened?
Oh my God.
Some guy gets into the office and he has cut all over his body. Oh, boy, what's happened? And he was like, man, that's how they were around at Adenichi. They had been in the car. And then when they one of those kabu, they'd been in the car. And they dropped somebody around at Adenichi. And the guy had left his bag in the car. So round about the time that people realized his bag was in the car, the driver had gotten out to pee. And it was one of those cars. Now when you open the door, and the key to the ignition, so everything happened at the same time. Whose bag is this?
No.
Man.
It's not funny.
They were not opening the door. They were coming out of the window.
And to imagine that some years ago nobody would even think.
No, exactly.
I mean, you just be a normal like,
But you
oh,
see,
the guy forgot.
But
Maybe they'll be like, he
this
forgot
is
him
all part
bag,
of it.
you know.
Loki, if you go anywhere in Lagos now,
We're on alert.
there's a particular place in Keja. I'm standing outside, and you just see you, and she will jack you. I'm staff here, okay. Doesn't mean open your bag. Hey, don't put that in.
My question is very simple, right? You're driving into the mall, and then they tell you to open your boot.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm looking at this dude and I open my boot. And let's say I have jerry cans and stuff that look like I have a bomb. Dude, what are you gonna do?
Exactly.
No, but
if he saw that,
if
he saw that, and he saw a mobile phone attack, and they'd have taken off since everybody just followed.
The guy is going to go.
No, I think the thing is they don't want you to they won't let you in.
They won't let you in.
Guy,
Sometimes
Tell me, sir.
Yeah.
If I have a bomb
Yeah.
in my car.
It's collateral damage.
Yes,
isn't it?
but what is
You have
the
to-
radius of the bomb? Come on.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't reach there with that
Come on.
already.
Please do not answer that question because it makes you suspect.
Don't.
All right, guys, we have to move on.
Let
We
me
have to
tell you
move
what
on.
will happen. The guy who's checking your car will check it, see it, and take off before he. That's what will happen.
See, shows that doing move it. Check it, see it. Like,
Man.
check and see. We take off.
Adapt. Naija.
Yeah,
See this guy.
We've heard some really interesting words from Two-Face, and the only thing that I can say is that the extension is on, man. Two-Face, do we see
One love,
do
man.
we see a House of Reps in the near future? No, seriously, I'm not. I mean, it's not a joke, right?
It's a serious
Very,
subject.
very serious question. Now, you are from Benue State.
Yep.
What tribe are you from?
Idoma.
How many people know that there's a tribe called Idoma in Nigeria?
Plenty.
How many people believe that you are not just a Hausa man from the north?
That one is left for the people. I wouldn't be able to answer that.
So my question is, would you in the near future consider repping your people, right? Your Idoma people,
Yeah.
right? By being a House of Representatives member.
Wow, that sounds wonderful.
We
you
can
know,
sponsor you.
in like, you know, one thing, everybody cannot do everything. Some people are cut out for different stuff. I don't think I'm cut out for politics. I don't have the stomach for that kind of thing, you know. Because me, if I enter politics, I want to be able to. I don't want to be the case of okay, this guy very vocal against government, very vocal against ill things, you know. He doesn't. If he sees things going wrong, he says it as he sees it. Then he gets an appointment.
Then he sees the other side.
Then, you know,
Sounds
then
like
somebody
someone-
asks him like, oh, so sir, you were very vocal. I mean, you know, but these days you don't talk no more. So what's happening? Say, okay, young man, you know, in Africa it's bad manners to be eating and talking at the same time. I don't want my case to be like that. So I'll stick to my music, man.
Oh,
I'm just stop from, you know.
Two-Face Idibia, the album is out. It's called Ascension. There are 17 tracks on the album, loads of
It
collaboration.
looks very interesting.
It is going to be very, very interesting. It's going to be,
Yes, so
listening to this particular album.
I hope they enjoy it, man.
I'm going to read a couple of tweets that have come in. There's one in particular that came in at the start of What's Trending. I need to find it, and it says, I tweeted earlier saying that we have a special guest on What's Trending today. Put his Twitter handle out there. Put all our Twitter handles out there, and I got this tweet. It's going to be a deadly day on What's Trending today.
Oh, I know who that is.
Because only Two-Face will exhume 21 week. Thank you so much, Two-Face, for exhuming 21 week and bringing him back to us. And we
You
really
guys are
appreciate it.
terrible.
Now,
Oh
we
my
have said we're
God.
going to do this so many times, and we haven't had the opportunity.
Today is the day.
Today is the day. We have no choice, but we have to do it.
Because we have a black man blood
Because we
on
have
the inside of us.
inside of
Would
us.
you advise people to
I never expected.
not operate any heavy machine?
Now, from time to time, you have heard us say things like, I never experienced it. You've heard us say, we have a black man blood in us.
Yes.
You've just heard us say yet again that it's going to be a deadly day. Well, he's representing Nigeria right now in IAAF. He's one of our top athletes, apparently. Kind of it's time, and you still haven't gotten me
I'll
his
get you
name.
now.
Let us have his name. But this is his interview that sparked up all of the I never
Oh my
experienced.
God.
So it's Classic FM 97.3. We'll be right back and just listen to this.
I feel happy, I feel grateful, and I feel fulfilled. I'm happy because I never experienced it, but God gave it to me. I'm grateful to Him.
How was the race? Because other athletes have said it's been tricky.
God gave it to me.
Oh my God!
Wow, the win was very much. I was talking about. I tried my best. I did my best.
You know what happened to
How are you going to
the white man
Wait,
today?
wait.
The final will be a deadly day. Don't be it out that both of us going to die on the line. Because I'm ready to run into the line because I have a black man blood in me.
Oh, man.
People like one great. I'm
People.
ready for it. Yeah, thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate it.
I really appreciate it.
Sometimes.
Wow.
I'm
Give me the shit. I'm telling them I love them. I'm always with them.
It's going to be
I always
a
respect them. I'm grateful to them. And I love them all.
Oh.
Thank you very much, sir.
African and people.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
goodness. All right, so rounding up on what's trending right now, I'm going to read a couple of the tweets that have come in. Let's see. All right, you guys, please what happened to all the international bodies that are in Nigeria to rescue our girls? Hashtag shaking my head. Hashtag which way Nigeria. Hashtag bring back our girls. What happened to all the international
I think they went back home.
Yeah, look, it's obvious. Most of
They went back
them,
home.
the security experts that came, they're still here, to be fair. Most of them are still here. And of course, those ones do not give us media briefings. That's supposed to be either General Olukaude, the defense spokesman, or the government spokespeople, but we never hear anything. So we're left to speculate. And speculation we all know leads to
Conspiracy theories.
Thank you very much.
Stuff,
This is
you know.
conspiracy. So yeah, they're still here, but nothing is happening. It's 100 days, and our girls are still crying.
And let's just hope we don't have another 100 days.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen. We
No,
will have
God
another 100
forbid.
days. We'll have another 100 days.
All
All right. Sheyi Boy
Ah.
says our situation is so bad that robbers now go to hospitals to loot and rape patients who are in difficulties. Have you guys heard about this?
No.
No, I
Have
haven't.
you guys heard anything
They
about
go and loot.
Yes, loot in hospitals and rape victims. in
What
hospitals.
are they looting? Syringes? I'll be.
I mean, people have stuff. They have stuff in the
Wristwatches
hospital.
and
Things,
Oh.
handsets, iPods.
laptops,
But guys,
right?
but guys, why are you surprised? If they go and raid and loot in churches.
True.
It's a matter of time. You
True.
develop.
Even when you have accidents, people come and while you're there.
Victim.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Thank you
it's-
very much, Oluwaseun Makinde. He sent the link to Ayo Shogunro's article, which is called "Of Bombs and the Negotiation." It's
Very
a
interesting.
very interesting
Very
read.
interesting.
I've retweeted it, like I said,
Nice
if
one,
you're
Seun.
following us. Thank you very much for that, Seun. Now, Kufri says, Two-Face Idibia na see waiting Boko Haram don't cause so okay, na see waiting.
Nasi.
Okay, this one is by he says, which youths? They're all queuing up at foreign embassies with fake documents to get out of Nigeria fast.
Can you blame them?
You can't really blame them.
I beg you.
All right, can't confirm this, but just in, Osita Chidoka is now the Minister of Aviation. Congratulations.
Yay!
We would be confirming this. And the reason why Shola goes yay is because finally we have a friend.
We have a friend, a party.
A party that is Minister of Aviation. Yeah.
Yes, so.
Typical Nigerian behavior right now. My mind is thinking, Sean's mind is thinking.
Yes, what's the need for us?
You never know. You never know. Right, tell me.
Head of road safety is now the aviation minister.
My friend,
How is
please.
it-
He's
how is it
going
funny?
to check all the documents about the
How is
place.
it funny?
Do you have your
Oby
particulars?
Ezekwesili was Minister of Education.
Yes.
Yes,
She
that's
also
different.
became Minister
It
of
doesn't
Steel
No.
and...
number one.
Yeah.
Number one, first of all, it doesn't make you right.
Only happens in Nigeria.
Yes,
man.
number one, it doesn't make you right. Number two, there are some ministries you want technocrats.
And you need specialist people
Yes.
from that industry. I'm sorry, aviation you can't just pass to anybody. It's like
Bad
having health.
belly,
It's
man.
like having no, it's a fact.
For real.
Excuse me.
For
Can
real.
I make you minister
Sorry,
for
can
health?
I say something? While we're having this conversation about the Minister of Aviation, you guys should just ignore Shola. Whatever she says right now, she's not thinking.
It's compromise.
Yes, she's
I'm
compromising.
compromised.
Well, all you guys are saying is to whom it may concern.
Thank you very much.
It shows head.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should make him Minister of Transport.
Transport overall.
But with what the things he's done with and he's my friend, so I mean,
Go on,
I'm saying
okay.
this
Say that
very-
again.
With the things he's done with
Road
road
safety.
safety, right? And I remember when Charles and I got to interview him 2 years ago, we came to him with everything,
And he was
able,
kosher,
he
yeah.
was able to put us with all of the facts, all of the figures, everything. And he won us over completely, either with charm, I'm not sure, or with the facts and the figures. But with what he's been able to do where road safety is concerned, putting aside all of the controversial things like the license plate numbers and driver's license, right? All the other things he's been able to do where road safety is concerned, I would say he's pretty much done a very good job.
I disagree.
Uh-huh.
You know why? Here's why.
Me too.
Hang on, here's why. It's like being the governor of Lagos State.
Yes.
You have no choice but to do well
Yeah.
in Lagos State for a governor because we've got such a solid foundation of governors in the past who have done well.
Really?
Yes, that's one. Now, road safety as well. Wale Soyinka started road safety.
Yes.
And the foundation he put after him was Agunloye. It was those old sea dogs. And they were fantastic with it. So, you have no choice. You had great foundation. Only you can mess it up. All you have to do is just go to the office and sign papers, and road safety's job is done. In my opinion, no.
And that's not what it. That's
No,
not
no,
the
no. That's
situation
my
in aviation.
that's not my opinion. Now, the aviation industry needs, like how they said, an expert. You don't want a political appointment. You want somebody who knows about the industry, who knows about current world practices, who knows about planes and safety and all that. That's just me.
All right, Charles.
Someone just sent a tweet saying Osita studied aviation logistics.
Talk now. Okay, hold on.
Aviation logistics?
He studied on aviation logistics. All right.
Excuse me, I beg your pardon.
What
are you talking about?
Sorry, Boki studied law. So what are you telling me?
I didn't study
No,
law.
I'm just using it as an example. Do you see her in court?
What's your name? Oby Ezekwesili? They're asking
So please, shoo.
Well, you said something. You did say something about safety practices around the world, right? And I know that there's several safety courses that are being attended, etc., etc. There's so many different seminars that you have to go for, so many different courses you have to go for. Before you speculate, right? Let's see, Charles and I can have him on What's Trending and see if we can understand why he's been made Minister of Aviation. Okay, no, we need to give out the CDs to Face, right? We need to come up with 3 questions to ask. Charles, 1 question.
How many tracks on the CD?
If you're making noise about it, send us a tweet. We're at Classic FM 973. How many tracks on the CD?
Yep.
Let us know. That's for our first question.
That's the Ascension, eh? The Ascension CD.
Yeah, the Ascension CD.
Right.
How many tracks, right? Second question, what is the name of the album? Use the hashtag for the name of the album. Two Faces' 6th studio album. What is the name of the album? Send us a tweet at Classic FM 973. And third question, name. Okay, go on.
No. Kay was asking, wanted to say, who did he exhume?
That's a good one.
All right.
Name three people that collaborate.
Thank you. That's what I was going to say. All right, name 3 people that Two Face has collaborated with on the album. Now, if you answer all these 3 questions, you can get all 3 CDs because each question is for 1 CD. So Two Face, thank you so much for stopping by. Really
one love.
Oh wait, hold on. He did say on Saturday that he now wants to be known as True Baba.
Yes, so officially.
No. You said this is your last studio album. Is that true?
This is my last album as Two Face.
Yes, Two Baba.
But now it's Two Baba. So the Ascension, I graduated from Two Face to Two Baba now.
Was the artist formerly known as?
Thank you.
A Prince moment.
Then maybe in 10 years' time, I'll become Two Grandpa.
Well,
change up.
With your track record.
It was
I don't think that's very hard. I don't think that's
very.
I did.
Yes,
very.
Right.
I will read.
Thank you, man.
And Two Face, good announcement. Your album just started trending. Hashtag attention. Thank you very much, guys. That was really kind of you. All right. So just the tweets that are coming in. I would read the answers as we go on, but let's address all of the tweets as Two Face is still signing the albums. Okay. Let's see. What do we have? Can't wait for What's Trending. It's coming up, and this is our special guest with Two Face. So I would say it was a really interesting What's Trending. Okay, Irelua wants to know how you will take to win the album, and we have already told you how. Moses says, I beg book your if you no give me CD, I will report on Hard Talk. Yeah, right. No problem. All right. Two Face, you have quite a number of people hailing you here. And Sally says that Wizkid is the king of kids' music. Do we agree? All right. Apache says that this is the best classic lounge so far. I'm loving it thoroughly. Big ups, Two Face. Selma says, loving the easy flow of laughter and love in the station. Shout out to Two Face and big ups to you, bro. As it says, tell Kayode Madrid spent 60 million on Kaka and he was useless. Ask him what will happen to Di Maria with James in Madrid.
What's his name?
Di Maria is probably going on loan here. That guy around the old.
He's not coming to Manchester United again?
Heck no.
You have joined a club that has ambition.
Okay, all right, no problem. I think you guys can carry on.
I'm sorry, and that fellow that said, what was it? Asking him about who spent what on what?
Yeah, 60
What?
million.
What? That fool is green or red. What sense are you trying to make?
Okay, all right. And that's the reason why our listeners have stopped sending tweets.
Exactly.
Because of the tour.
Because of the bull moment.
All right, Bob says, shout out to the legend and ever humble Two-Face, nice work on the Ascension album. And Johnny says, so after all the all the talk Patrick ever had against Arsenal young guns, who would have thought that he would get displaced by an 18-year-old kid?
Really? And it's Patrice.
Oh yeah, it is Patrice, but it's the same name.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
It's like Henry and Henry.
It's Henri.
No, it's not.
It's Henri.
All right, Namdi says, Timisa, you are drunk. All right, Ajibola says, the GEJ Voltrons never saw anything good in what she said. They were so disappointed she didn't call the government a name.
True.
Is that true?
No.
I think so. I actually think so.
I don't think so.
I think the GJ Voltrons were waiting for her to just.
Oh, you mean? Oh, that.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
hell yeah.
Okay. All right. Ajibola says they were also waiting for her they were waiting for her mistake to nail her. I mentioned something about Doniyo Kukwe also.
Oh yes, that kind of happened, and she did.
Yeah.
She did the drive-by thing again.
Yeah, she did the drive-by
She's
thing.
like, yeah, okay.
Okay, when he said
And
Doniyo
just
Kukwe
went
had
round
been on the show
and he said blah blah blah.
blah.
No, she just
Just
did
went around it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're rounding up now. But it's ironic that the Crusader in Oby now was the same person that wanted to sell our Unity schools during her days. That is interesting also. But anyway, guys, a big shout out to Two-Face. Thank you so much for stopping by. Two-Face, you need to say bye-bye before you step out of the studio.
Yes, so hello, my people.
That's all.
And now I will sharpen now. This comedy system is too much.
Thank you very much for stopping by, Two-Face.
Thank
All
you.
right, so the answers are coming in. We have 78 answers so far for our questions for people that want to win. But we're going to be right back immediately after this. We will announce our winner of the 3 CDs for Ascension. Keep it locked. It's Classic FM 97.3.
97.3. Taking a whole new level.
How far with distraction? I was to be talking. Everybody was telling me different things. Hey,
Somebody has stolen
somebody has stolen your phone.
Did you see Divine? His name is Divine.
I saw him.
His name